Hello everyone, welcome back to another lore modification review where today we're going over the Grudgebringer army. If you would like to check out this modification, I do have it linked down below to let you know about them. Commander Morgan Bernhard leads a mercenary army called the Grudgebringers, which are named after his magical sword, the Grudgebringer, which can unleash fireballs. And these guys are from two older Warhammer games called Dark Omen and The Shadow of the Horned Rat, which is why we're fighting a large Skaven army right now. Let's go through each and every unit, beginning way over here, Darius Flogenheim. So in each game, you begin to have units join you over time. We're talking about dwarfs, wood elves, outlaws, and a bunch more too. So here we go right now. Armor is useless against hits from a cannon. Its enormously long range is only equaled by chaos artillery. 400 range, 531 missile damage, and a bunch of abilities over here like flash bomb, ballistics calibration. We're looking at concealment bombs and shrapnel shot, which is pretty darn cool. Then over here we've got Uter Blomquist Imperial Mortar. This machine fires explosive shells high into the air, sending them crashing into enemy flanks. And again, a bunch of abilities right here. These make them quite powerful despite only having one, well, mortar. It's a crew of 3 men. It's not a very large crew. Then over here we've got Wolfgang Schwarzkopf, and he's a very cool guy, but we'll talk about his little story in a little while. 845 damage, that is a lot of damage, 450 range. And over here we've got Asguz's Bloodfist. He's leading a group 2, a bunch of powerful abilities. I mean, again, small groups, but these guys will be able to really do a lot in battle. Then over here we've got Captain Heinz Klemper, the Countess Guard. And again, just a bunch of abilities, and you can see how they look. Let's keep on looking though. What I really do love though is having a leader in the midst of a bunch of other men. And over here we've got Dieter Schaefer, Imperial Greatswords. And let's go look at that, 32 weapon strength. They've got very high armor. I mean, they are boosted right now, but even then, their base armor is very high. And over here we've got Elrod, Wood Elf Glade Guards. These tall, agile warriors live in the Forest of Lauren. They are quick on their feet and are not slowed down by difficult terrain. So having them is probably a big change too. They're also melee based. And then we have over here, oh boy, that's a fun word. Eusebio, the Bleak, Flagellant. I have no clue how to pronounce that. Anyway, he's got over here a Witch Brew, which means these guys go wild in combat, and they look pretty decrepit and evil. Look at him. Even he looks pretty creepy. Then over here we've got Franz Eriksson, Helmgard Bowman. And let's go look at what they have real quick. They've got a pretty cool ability called Hellrain. That's interesting. Let's go try it out real quick. Let's try that way over here. I'm sure all of these abilities come in handy. Then we've got Willem Fletcher, Grudgebringer Crossbows, and again, just a bunch of new abilities like Hail of Arrows. We could try that right now if we want to, right over there. Over here, let's see, what else do we have? Jurgen Muntz, Outlaw Infantry. They're highly trained, evidently, and again, just a bunch of fun abilities. Let's see, Galed. And Galed has its own Wood Elf archers who are helping out too. They've got a few kills. I don't know how many kills they can get though, just because they don't have a lot of ammunition in comparison. Then over here we've got Bertrand Legrand, they're Knights of the Realm. And of course Morgan Bernhard, who's right over here. His crew looks to be rather powerful. Eric Ragnar, yeah, these are Norsemen. These warriors originate from the cold and inhospitable lands of Norska, where they fight under the command of Eric Ragnar. Then we have Sven Karlsson. These warriors form part of the militia commanded by the Border Prince and former mercenary Sven Karlsson. Tristan de la Tour, they are Grell Knights. It looks like Steven tried to go out the charge, but it didn't really work out for him. Either way, let's go ahead and begin the fight. I'm gonna probably let the AI take control just for fun. There we go, 19 units total. Let's begin the fight and hope they can actually do something cool. With all of their abilities, I feel like they're gonna be able to kill a lot. I mean, if you look at what they're doing already, they're charging in. Having those unique leaders charging with them just kind of gives it a more iconic look, at least in my view. It's very cool to watch them just go straight into the battle. But yeah, there's a bunch of unique characters over in the army of the Grudgebringer, like Paymaster Dietrich, that's the group's paymaster and the commander's oldest friend. You've got Lieutenant Gunther Shepke, who leads the infantry, and he maintains the colors of the Stur River Patrol, the Stur being the river around Sturlin. They've killed a lot of Skaven already. That did not take long. Now they're charging in. Here they come. All their unique abilities, they're going to be able to blast right through them. There might be some friendly fire, but it doesn't really matter. The Grudgebringers, actually in Warhammer. That's amazing. Look at what they have over here. That artillery is still nearby. Now, why are you guys moving up? I have no idea. Why are you moving up? You should not move up. Okay, well, what I'll do then, we try it again. There we go. I'm using a mod called, I believe it's called Advanced Spectator Mode. And it allows you to give control to the AI, either your entire army or certain units, so I'm only going for certain units right now. Here they all go. I wonder how well they can do against that many foes. I mean, evidently they're having a pretty tough time. That old man's really getting into it right now. Look at him go. I believe it even adds some unique lures of magic. Yeah, check that out. We've got Vladimir Stormbringer. Ice magic is a native form of magic practiced in northern regions of Kislev, and Ice Mage is able to control magical energy to produce deadly spells of ice and cold. So yeah, he does have his own spells. Awesome. He's probably the one doing most of the damage. Look at that Gracier Plague, a massive unit. Many of these guys are fighting right in the middle of it all, like heroes right now, heavily outnumbered, but still fighting hard. That is what they're doing. Then you have Corporal William Fletcher, who again leads the crossbows, and then there's also just a bunch of other stuff, like Herb Labs, Mercenary Ogres. You've got just a bunch of stuff that hopefully will be added in one day, especially as we get new ogres and all that. But yeah, Azagog's Bloodfist would join them over in Blackfire Pass and also over in the game called Dark Omen. In the Shadow of the Horned Rat, they had to go beat the Gracier Thankful in a plot to use ancient elven stones to destroy their lands of men. Then over in Dark Omen, they had to quell an invasion of orcs and undead into the old world by destroying the Dread King. So that's really the two overall backstories. It's a lot of lore inappropriate stuff, but who cares? I don't. Alright, 50 kills now. Let's try to attack way over here, maybe. That could be a pretty good idea. Oh yeah, let's definitely try to hit over here. I think that would be a great idea. Shrapnel shot. That's pretty far away. I don't even know if that could hit. We could try. I mean, if it can hit, cool. If not, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't think so. That probably has to be like really close. They don't really have a good range or line of sight on them. Those little dwarfs are really holding firm. There they are right now, as we just have a nightmarish array of enemies come into attack. Yeah, in a way, I do kind of wish we still had that, where like a mercenary or a commander or a hero group would still be powerful, but they would still fight with a bunch of other men rather than like fighting on their own. I think that would be pretty interesting. But right now, they're chasing away a bunch of Skaven. I thought it would be appropriate to have a bunch of crappy Skaven just come at them, trying to beat them down as they just charge into the fray. Oh, they're actually out of ammo. That was quick. The Ice Mage, I think, is by far one of the coolest parts, though, having a unique... Oh my god, there's just nothing but an orgy of blood over here. They have cut through all of them. I didn't think they would be able to do that. The idea of having Norsemen fight for the Empire is rather terrifying. Mankind could take over if they did that for sure. There goes the Great Swords now charging in, and it looks like they've won the battle already, so there they go. They've already beaten that fight. I nearly want to try it again just real quick, just to see what a few of the abilities do. You know what? We're going to do that real quick. We're going to rematch it up and go straight into another fight. Again, it's only meant to be kind of like a battle that we show off. And I believe that as they get stronger, they're meant to cost you more too. So like there's a bunch of unique mechanics in it and all. And yeah, it's all linked down below so you can certainly find out more about it. But yeah, I'm just a little bit curious as to what some of these abilities will do. So we'll now take our time now that we were able to kind of like watch what they were able to do on their own. When you actually group them all up, they can't really do a lot, can they? All right, so all of you over here. We'll put all of the infantry over here if they want to try to surround me. Okay, so be it. We'll just deal with it. All right, there's that Ice Mage. I want all my ranged soldiers to kind of be over here too. There we go. All of the cav will be back here. It's kind of waiting. They'll charge in later. I don't know how many kills they'll get, but we'll find out. Okay, we are now ready. Let's go ahead and check it out real quick as they begin to move in. So we have Flash Bomb. We've got that mortar. These very small crews are all fighting together. I don't like how close they are. There we go. Darius Flugenheim. He's already attacking. Okay, concealment bombs. Yeah, those are probably very handy to have. Now, what do you have? Over here, he's got Blinding Blizzard. Phase 1, Phase 2. Okay. 40 seconds long. That's incredible. That can really stop ranged units from being able to do a lot to you. Shield of Cold. 30% damage resistance. 25 to melee defense. We've got Frostblade. 30% to armor piercing damage. Plus 20 to melee attack. Crisping Cold. We've got plus 20% to charge speed. Plus 20% to reload skill and speed. Down here, Shattering Frost, you can overcast it too. And if you look at that, he's got 2 lures of magic. Lure of Winter Rage, and then Lure of Northern Witchering. So he's got a lot. And if we go look at the kills that we've gotten already with my artillery, they're already smashing through a lot of Skaven. They can't really get through, it looks like. Okay, that would be my Imperial Mortar that's really getting the kills. Gotcha. 40 seconds left. 30 seconds left. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 9 seconds left. 8 seconds left. 7 seconds left. 6 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds left. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. 0 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 seconds left. 1 second l Let's go try to change up where they hit. We try to attack over here, I guess. Unless they try to move too much, then maybe not. You know what? I'm going to move you right over here. Let's make sure that you've got it like a proper location. That should do it. And over here. The mortar can just kind of do what a mortar does. No, I'm going to have you turn a little bit too. If they're going to come attack me way over there, then let them do that. Okay. Anyway, I'm not done looking at spells right now. We've got Chill. Cannot move. Phase 2. Debuffs them. Then we've got... Okay, that's Blinding Blizzard again. My bad. And then over here for the Lore of Winter Rage, we've got Ice Shards. Causes direct damage. We've got 30 for our magic. Storm Strike. Causes moderate magical damage. So it looks like we've got a lot more direct damage spells like Chill Blast, which again, more damage and debuffs them for their speed. Ice Blizzard. Fights multiple enemies at once. We've got Biting Wind. A furious blizzard stirs up around a nearby enemy target, stopping them in their tracks. The troops are temporarily immobilized by the strong winds and biting cold, rendering them unable to move and causing severe damage. And Hellstorm. So there's just a lot of really cool spells here. That's awesome. Really gives Kislev a lot more flavor. We can try out one real quick. Try that out. Go, my man. Do you? Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Here is Gunther Shepke. He's about to go charge in just a little while. We've got a lot of enemies over here. That's going to be the tough one to beat down on, I think. You know what? All my range units, I want all of you to kind of just move over here and get ready. Asgog, I'm going to have you come up. I know you guys are pretty durable. You've got 125 armor, so that should do it. Alright, I'm going to have the rest of you just charge in over here real quick. Let's go get all of these guys. Got all these crazy abilities. I feel like you'll be okay. I don't think you really need help. We've got Feint and Riposte. We've got Decisive Battle. Yeah, they've got a bunch of cool stuff, man. With all those buffs, you can just keep on going forever. That's what it feels like. Use whatever you need to. You don't need to really stagger buffs like that, but I'm going to do it anyway for fun. Okay, here comes a bunch of enemies now. I wonder if I could use my Blizzard now. We got Biting Wind. We could try that out. Oh, the range on his stuff is actually pretty high. Wow. So it looks like his spells are really cool. Right now, it's already just tearing through a lot of Skaven. If they were just a little bit more bunched up, that would get them. But if you look at it, they cannot move at all. So not only does it do a lot of damage, they just can't move. So if you target the right location, you can just kill all of them. That's what it looks like. And over here, we've got all of our men just currently cutting down even more of them. Let's come back over here real quick and get more infantry over here. And as for all of you, I'm just going to let the cav go under AI control just for fun, just so I can focus on other things. Alright, now what else can we use for fun? Hellstorm, a large strike area. How large, actually? Let's find out right now. Wish I had more magic to use all the spells, but I just want to find out how strong these spells are. Let's do it. Here they come. Right through them. And it looks like there's nothing left in this area. That was ground zero for that Skaven horde. Which puts him at how many kills? 88 kills. Yeah, he's got the spells to either control or just do direct damage. That is incredible. So your only limitation is really the winds of magic. But outside of that, yeah, you're just good to go. You can take out everyone. Okay, let's go check on Morgan. Morgan's over here, it looks like. 23 kills right now. Let's get more stuff going on. Let's go look at more units nearby. Let's go ahead and buff them up real quick. If they have buffs to use, let's use them. Especially now that we know what they can do. Let's just have them going on their own. So yeah, that was battle number 2. The Wizard, again, just being one of the coolest parts of it all. Alright, I want to try to use some artillery over here. I don't know how this will look, so I'm just going to try out all of them in one area real quick. Okay, it looks like 2 of them are about to use some of their artillery abilities. Not sure how it looks yet. You have to get closer? Is that what you have to do? That's a good question. Maybe you do. Okay, so he's moving up. Whoa! Oh my god! Okay, so we now know what shrapnel does. Oh, they killed everything. Those abilities are insane. Yeah, there goes more of that shrapnel. Holy crap, dude. Okay, you know what? Let's get you to use it point blank. That should do it. Let's check it out right now. Right here, from their perspective. Oh. Come on. So it looks like it has like a long setup time for it to actually be utilized. That's a shame. Otherwise it would have been a little bit easier to use it. We tried over here. It's got like a clear line of sight that you need for it. Go hit more of them. What about you? Go do what you need to. Yeah, he's gonna go use spells real quick. So that's the first one he used. So we just shot through so many of them. Did a little bit of damage to Morgan, but... Alright, that was actually pretty fascinating. And I guess if you had a full army of these guys, I wonder if you could micro them enough to where you wouldn't actually need more soldiers, where you could actually have your own Grudgebringer army without having to recruit any tertiary units to help out. Maybe. It's a possibility. If you want like your own motley crew of units, you definitely have it here. Alright, let's go look around real quick. The kills from our artillery, 395, 157, 282. Wouldn't be as handy if you're not fighting a group that... Oh, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna get you two to go hit over here. You're not on your artillery. Go do that for me. You're out of magic, old man. Okay. 20 units under their control. Just to kind of let them all go through it. But look at that line of blood. It's very few of our own guys that were taken down in that endeavor. And maybe the mortar shouldn't be hitting over here. There we go. I'm gonna have the mortar just attack over here. Go look at these great swords. They've got 51 kills just fighting with their few numbers. It's cool to watch them just kind of fight back an entire tide like that, even though they're taking a lot of damage. They're coming back. Yeah, we've had a much tougher battle. We didn't really use the overall choke points to win the fight. Got a bunch of little groups of men just fighting all around here. The bell, I suppose, does toll for me. Who's attacking me over here? Sven is helping me fight back. Thank you, Sven. Oh, and a few of the Wood Elves too. Cool. So they're pushing them all back now. There won't be many of them. No, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this guy brings to the table. I know that he's also made a Master Engineer, which I can't wait to check out. The Master Engineer to me is a very necessary part of the quirkiness of the Empire. The Empire has so much to it that's not in the game right now. And even if it might be from the same type of like unit, there's still a lot of different ways that you can portray them in terms of how they look and how they present themselves. No two armies are meant to look the same in the Empire, really. I mean, each county is able to issue their own equipment to their own state troops and all of that, and they have a bunch of unique minor units that can really change up how they play and fight. Okay, so we're gonna end the battle now. I hope that all of you enjoyed that battle. Please leave a like and comment down below if you'd like to see more, and look forward to more content today. And as always, until then.